The Pennsylvania Attorney General has sued a student loan company who may have engaged in abusive practices that have cost borrowers billions of dollars. Will the president and Congress ever get together to address what is known as the student loan crisis?
And let's make no mistake here, King, this is a crisis. You know, Americans owe $1.3 trillion in student loans. I mean, that's an incredible amount of money. But let's look specifically at this Pennsylvania case and what the allegations are. So the company that we're talking about is called Navient, and they have 12 million borrowers that have borrowed $300 billion in these student loans. And the further allegations here is that the company has put the borrowers into high-risk subprime loans. Does that sound familiar? 2008, anybody? So what's happening here is they know that these students can't pay these loans back and that they're going to go into default. And how about this? You know, some of these loans are at like 15 and 3/4 interest rate. I mean, what are we doing here? You can't use bankruptcy, by the way, to get out of these student loans. So essentially, the student loans never go away. So when we look at what the costs of colleges are, which are outrageous, and then you have these student loans that are at like Loan Shark or credit card equivalent rates, and what are we doing? We're burying people financially that simply want to get educated. It's really a terrible thing, and this needs to be fixed. And to your point of, is Congress and the president going to get together and fix it? Well, they certainly can. Whether they will or not, who knows? And the way this gets fixed is relatively simple. You gotta make lower interest rates, and you gotta make them reasonable. And you have to have a system where the loan repayments are adjusted as they go based upon the income levels of the borrowers. So you have them provide copies of their tax returns, and then you lock it in for a year thereafter, and it gets reviewed annually. Other countries do it this way, and we need to come up with a similar plan because it's absolutely outrageous to be gouging young people that are simply trying to get educated.